For anyone who isn't familiar with the concept, a recursive translation is when something is taken from one language, translated to at least one more, and then converted back to the source language. The results can be quite interesting. Anyway, let's go. Little King, Part 1. After the match, Wukong embarked on a terrible task to avenge Klin's death. Ancient evil has invaded humanity. Lord Roxy could not defeat this terrible monster. Installing the sound drum. It was a monster regarded as a box and killed the most powerful military force in the world. When Master Roxy returns to Turtle Island to bury Krillin, he is surprised that Goku has fallen. For the devil. The drums continued to deliver terrible attacks, and Big Piccolo captured an evil demon whose sole purpose was to chase the Dragon Ball. Elsewhere, Wukong has awakened from sleep, with punishment and food in mind. Yajiro. Wukong wanted to fight a mighty sword master, but when the symbols came to find the Dragon Pit, their shocking battle stopped. Terrible speakers. A warrior fell into the hands of the speaker, and the new name on the monster list was Yamcha. At the same time, Master Roxy took Tien Shinhan and the dumplings to retrieve the remaining Dragon Balls. Ko Tien, Kalahala. When Tien and his former black rivals were walking down the street, Lord Rossi's missionary was caught picking up Dragon Balls. Will the new pupils of Maestro Rossi correct or return to a bad life? Goku's Revenge. Wukong got what he was waiting for, a new game with a drum kit. The monster has killed his best friend, and now the little warrior is eager for revenge. Goku versus Goku King Piccolo. Emperor Piccolo and Wukong face off in a game of eternal rage. The little man surprised the enemy with astonishing speed, but Goku couldn't compare to Piccolo's absolute power. Piccolo's prisoner. Master Roshi and Tien Shinhan have set a trap for Little King. Their goal is to complete the last two dragonflies and save the monsters forever. On the other hand, Goku was defeated and torn apart in the battle with the Green Demon, but only the Korin Towers survived. Kagambit to Roshi. 7 Dragon Balls were collected, and Master Roshi was the only one standing between Pick and his evil desires. The Eternal Hermit calls Mutit's name and threatens the monster, but can he live in the memory of his legendary master? Opinion of King Piccolo. Master Roshi cannot use the power of evil waves, while Piccolo can capture an eternal dragon. Tien has a plan to save this man, but it's about the surviving dumplings of the dead missionary. Attack on Zochen. The reappearance of the young Piccolo heralds the arrival of a new planet marked by eternal pain and bloodshed. On the other hand, after the greedy beast climbed Kolin's tower to look for bees, humanity's only hope of survival was to be trapped. Victory and power. Yajirobe and Goku reached the top of Korin's tower and received some fantastic news about Master Roshi. Little the Great continues to go wild, and Tien Shinhan tries to learn techniques that can destroy him. Dark Awakening. Wukong has embarked on a terrifying journey to find the water of the Almighty God. Weeble is his hostile friend, but these two fighters aren't the only fighters in the snow. There are terrible things hidden in the dark. Sixth conclusion. Wukong continued his fierce attempts at deceit and the fiercest blows to prove that he was worthy of Almighty God's water. But there are also pitfalls. People who take potions can live forever or die terribly. The final sacrifice. Tien overcomes the violent wave of captivity and prepares to sacrifice his life to end the little emperor's terror policy. After returning to Kolin's tower, Goku wants to try his new powers, but will he see Piccolo before Tien meets his fallen comrades? Beginning of punishment. Little the Great has plans to start from the birthplace of his flowers and finish the world one at a time. Tien arrives at Piccolo's headquarters looking for battle, but faces new threats. The morning of the war. Tien Shinhan must win the box before he can find the little emperor with a wave of violence. The drum is the evil monster of speed. Wukong is ready for power and sound, but Flying Light Cloud may not get it there in time. Goku's attack. Encouraged by punishment and inspired by the water of the gods, Wukong entered the battlefield on a mission, allowing Piccolo to receive huge rewards for his evil deeds. Smaller fighters are faster for their fallen comrades. The biggest problem. When Wukong and Piccolo hit the house with their ability to destroy the house, the audience was exhausted. The water of the Supreme God has given Wukong the power to fight his greatest enemy. But is it enough to save the world? Haka Hope. Little the Great uses Tien as a chess piece in an incredible battle with Goku. The young warrior was in a dilemma between saving his comrades and saving the world, which caused him to fall into the hands of his greatest enemy, each body. When Wukong fell at the monster's feet, the world also fell. Ministry of Finance. Goku may have defeated Pick, but if he fails to reach Kami, he will fail forever. He is the only one who can find the lost wool and use it to save his enemies. Start. Temple during the day. Wukong went up to the temple above the clouds and survived, but he only knew that he would defeat Mr. Wukong, Bobo, before he was given to the crowd with joy. but fear. Earth Guardian revealed. Bobo admits that Goku is stronger than he thought, but the little samurai won't leave until his friend wakes up. Thanks to Wukan's courage, God showed a terrible aspect. Long return. Meeting Goku regained God's faith in humanity, so he agreed to save the dragon forever. However, there is still a second, and Goku has promised to spend 3 years with God to prepare for each rematch. Faster than lightning. Under the gaze of his new master, Goku has embarked on a terrifying journey to the top of Mount Lombre. Although he is on a mission to wear the sacred crown, doing something wrong can have more painful consequences than death. The secret of the forest. Bobo sends Wukan into the forest to reach the mysterious tree. The little guy thinks he's on the lookout for a terrible threat, but is spending a quiet night with the master fisherman the next step in training him? Time. Time travel plunges Wukan into a competition between Shen's old lord and young power. The young master is watching the same woman, and Wukan must learn to use his mental power to not let the girl burn. Goku Doll. Wukan teams up with a sparring partner who sees the best moves of him. At the same time, Yamcha, Tien, Krillin, and Dumplings go to the Tower of Korin, hoping to learn under the guidance of the Lord. Go your own way. When Bobo tried to test Wukan in the game of hide and seek, Wukan's training added a different twist. After returning to Earth, Krillin and the team were invited to a mysterious party where something very bad happened. Warmer than lava. The sparks flying between Krillin and Mentha are only hotter than the deadly lava that threatens this village. Krillin and his friends are training hard and refuse to be attacked by the volcano. Change. The public really wants to start a world war. Bloomers was puzzled by the arrival of high-profile and popular visitors, and Maestro Rossi feared that his students would not have time to enroll. The first question. Surprise controls the start of the game. Wukan used his brain instead of fiercely winning, and the mechanized mercenaries gave the ravioli a fatal blow. The Eighth War. Yamcha, Krillin, Goku, and Tien fought for the semifinals, while Master Roshi faced the cruel martial arts of the past. At the same time, Piccolo was waiting for the right moment to take revenge. Tianjin Lake, the White Peach. Mercenary Tao has returned from the dead, reborn as a cyborg, ready to punish Lord Roxy and his disciples. Due to the tragedy of mechanical intimidation, Tien has learned some skills from the last game. Anonymous intent. Goku wants to fight a good warrior who fights against the anger of a despised woman. Unless Goku defeats him or keeps his childhood promises, this fun warrior won't show his character. Their mysterious samurai. Krillin and Junior join together. In a fierce battle, the public will soon forget Yamcha humiliated a bodybuilder who was considered a hero and beat his masculinity. Reprint. When Yasha launched a ferocious attack, the hero showed his true power and exposed his nature. Later, Tien and Wukan turned the bad guys into an interesting game. Goku runs fast. Wukan and Tien wowed the audience with martial arts aerial displays. Tien's speed was given to him, until Goku grabbed a few good things. Four-eyed sky. Wukan's combat speed is beyond a person's reach, so Tien insists on technology that can turn a lone warrior into a destructive army. There are many phases of death, and Wukan is about to meet them. God against Piccolo. When the two mysterious opponents of the event met in the strong team semifinal, the wave of aggression quickly rose to full battle. Fight for the future. When Wukan faces his enemies in a battle that brings about the end of the world, titles and competition are secondary. If Goku fails to defeat this huge wizard, this person will tremble at Piccolo's feet. Super Tortoise Shell. Goku has the ability to end the boy's evil threat with Super Kamehameha, but he cannot destroy the monster without sacrificing God, seeing Wukan's hand tied until Krillin saves the sun with a skillful blow. Nothing. In a way, after Junior's performance, the crowd fell into a big commotion. When the whole world was looking for a hiding place, Goku felt that he had defeated Piccolo. It was a huge challenge. Goku's trap. After being defeated by Piccolo, Goku retaliated against the evil green demon with a second internal punishment. The monster's attack is deadly to say the least, but Wukan's solution will be reduced to Piccolo. You are Wukan. Wishing to end the confrontation with Wukan, Piccolo released an invisible technique to increase energy. After the attack, Wukan's friends were very happy to see their fighters standing. But how long could he hold out? Victory! The fate of humanity concerns the rest. Goku and Piccolo are building the tiles of the largest military empire in the world. God has a way to get Goku the time he wants, but he needs the ultimate sacrifice. Skirt of Flame. An earthquake triggered a flare-up of inability to complete the wedding dress of the Demon King Taurus and Kwee-Kwee, and Wukan and Kwee-Kwee's wedding plan was cancelled. Fire Extinguisher. Searching for Goku and Chi-Chi to create new Bancho fans will lead them to the mighty center of the deadly volcano. In the lava mountain, there is a bird that emits a mysterious flame. holding the key to save the Bull Devil. Late Flower. Wukong and Kiki walk up a ruined hill protected by a creepy monster, and the demon Taurus struggles to escape the mysterious flame that devours the kingdom. The mystery of the Dark World. When the Bancho people can't put out the flames around the Cow King's castle, Goku and Chi-Chi must travel to a terrifying Dark World to find the magical Kamado. End. Beginning. Goku and Chi-Chi arrive at a magical Kamado, but their noble guardians refuse to put out the fire. To save the Bull Demon from death, Wukong must go to the center of the Sea of Fire and solve the problem with his own hands. It's all the same thing. Thank you for the registration question?